few weeks ago, we brought you the story of the Microsoft study revealing 40% of Americans are thinking about quitting their job. The US is calling it the Great Resignation, and it's not alone in experiencing this post-pandemic fallout. This morning, we can bring you the first analysis of Australian data revealing that we're headed down the same path.
Research by PwC found that 38% of workers are looking for a new job, a number that is set to rise, and 85% of those surveyed said they experienced mental health challenges during the pandemic. More than one-third consider their employer as the main source of mental health support. And when it comes to looking for a satisfying job, pay and well-being are ranked now as the top drivers. And for more, we're joined by Dr. Ben Hamer. He's the Future of Work leader at PwC Australia. Ben, thank you for coming in this morning. Has this caught everyone by surprise, do you think? How many people have spent their pandemic hours away from their office and saying, hey, I actually want to throw out the rule book now and really look at work-life balance in a way that I haven't actually approached it before?
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of why this is a bit of a surprise, we've actually just come off the lowest level of labour mobility on record. So that means people just haven't been changing jobs. So it's this perfect calm before the storm situation that's been brewing. And when it comes to coming off that lockdown period, it's people who have spent time thinking about what they really want from their career. So people who have been really introspective, that sort of New Year's reflection that you tend to do. We've had 2 months of that, not 2 weeks of that. But then also people who are looking at how they can either regain control or acting on that sense of restlessness that comes from being in lockdown as well.
So the onus is really going to be on employers to make their workplace a really attractive place. Well, it's stuffed, basically.
Yeah,
everyone's going to leave.
Yeah, and you said the research findings just earlier, and it's that employers have to offer their employees really market competitive pay. They need to respect work-life balance of their workers and value their well-being, because not only have 85% of workers said they've experienced a mental health challenge, a lot of those individuals also look to their employer as the main source for mental health support. And then the other thing was that they just want to work with good people, and that actually came out right near the top as well.
Isn't it fascinating that I guess the power is with the employees now, and that they're in a position to be able to pick and choose? Where are the vacancies right now?
Yeah, look, if there's any organisation that's sitting there thinking that they're immune to the Great Resignation, I would say that they probably want to think again. But there are some who will experience it more than others, and they're the ones that are already experiencing the significant number of job vacancies and roles that just can't get filled. So in terms of where the government's investing money, it's around healthcare and construction, and there's already a significant number of vacancies there. And then also roles that tend to rely on skilled migrants or people coming from overseas to fill them. So the likes of hospitality and tourism.
Yeah, all right, Ben, really interesting. Thank you so much. Really.
Thanks for having me.